Hey, what's up guys? I'm an unboxing review the new Apple Watch Ultra 2. So just a little backstory, I've had the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and the Google Pixel Watch for about a year, well the Samsung a little bit less. And I wanted to try out the Apple Watch as well, so just to see what it was like and how good is it, and will I actually use the watch more than just answering phone calls and just pretty much as a Fitbit, just watching my steps and stuff, because that's really why I use this, why I use both of these watches the most, because they're really just Fitbits. That it's like, oh, I could keep track of my workouts and my steps and things of that nature. So as always, Apple has fairly nice packaging. So we got the Apple Watch charger, magnetic, it's braided. So there it is. Let's open up the band real quick. Alright, so the bands are pretty straightforward. You basically just slide them in so they're easily replaceable. And this portion of it, you basically put it anywhere you like. So this is how it comes, and then you just open it up, and then you could basically just pick one of these, place it, and you're good to go, and it won't move. So when you tie the watch, it goes in like this, and it kind of stays squeezed in there, and it's good to go. So you actually have to use a little bit of force. And here's the side-by-side comparison. So it looks like it's the biggest screen from the bunch. The Pixel Watch is the smallest. So here's the default face you get for the Apple Watch. You can change this as well. However, this is interactive, so if you click on this, you can see the compass, and it does work really well. Very smooth with the number changing, as you would expect from Apple products. The same is true for the temperature and a whole bunch of more information on here. You can also hold this, go to the right side and pick a new screen, which I did. You can also pick the screen from the iPhone as well, which I'll show you guys momentarily. There's a lot of options. So if you click on the crown, there are a lot of apps. You can either use the crown to scroll through them, or you could just pretty much go with your finger, and you're good to go. So one really cool thing about this is that it installed the Schlage app. So I have a Schlage lock on my front door, so I can actually just click on this and unlock it, and then click on it again to lock it again. I mean, it does take a second for the Schlage to recognize it when I want to do that, but the fact that I can unlock it and lock it from my phone is actually really cool. So there are, the calendar, you have the maps, you have GPS, you have a compass, you could check the stocks. So we could look at that. NVIDIA, Rivian, AMD, Tesla's in there somewhere as well. You could check your heart rate. There's an ECG and camera, and yeah, lots of little cool things. Very smooth, just like it's been for some time. Granted, I am personally new to the Apple Watch, but my kids have Apple Watches, so I've played with it a little bit. So there, even the SE is actually very smooth. So got a notification that it's locked. And then you could set your action button, which I set for a workout. So you could choose from these workouts. And if let's just say I'm going for an outdoor walk, I could, just click open, ready. It's going to start in 3, 2, 1. And then it's going to start recording that with pretty much everything. Mark segment, and then I can pause and everything like that. So, yeah. So heart rate's a bit high right now because I'm in a weird position right now and recording. So yeah, so that's pretty much it there. Nope, don't want to go there. There it is. And workout. Okay. And then you could set the options. You could basically set this as like it goes to the menu. If you hold this, you can go to the emergency mode, where you can make an emergency call. You can do a compass backtrack. So there's a lot of cool things. You can make it ring your phone, which is right here. And yeah, lots of options that you would expect from the Apple Watch. Now, something that they added is if you touch your thumb to your index finger twice, it's going to accept that. But right now, the app is not available right now, so that's going to come later on. So that feature, I imagine, will be a useful feature. But one other cool thing is you can also control the camera on the iPhone right here and basically take pictures with it from here, which is really cool basically. So so yeah, there it is. So now we're going to concentrate on the Apple Watch app on the iPhone. This is what you use to set this thing up. And even after setting up, you can actually still customize this straight from here. For example, if I clicked on Face Gallery, there are a lot of options here that I can select. So let's just say I like, I don't know, this one, for instance, with, I don't know, this color. I could click on Add, and it'll automatically show up on the Apple Watch. It does take a couple seconds sometimes. Sometimes it's actually immediate. Not sure why it hasn't happened yet. That's interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay. So sometimes it takes a couple seconds. Sometimes it's much faster. So if I click on Face Gallery, let's just do another one and click on Add. Oh, it's actually taking... Okay, well, it took a couple seconds, but there it is. It works fine. You can also come back and change it. You can modify the one you have, or you can do set as watch face, and then it will change it back to the one... I guess it's lagging now. It's funny. I took a few takes of this, and it was doing it immediately. But there is a little bit of lag right now. So thumbs down from that perspective for that instance. But I mean, it is a few seconds, not a big deal, and it's not something you're changing all the time. Notifications, you can enable, disable stuff. General, you could check software updates. Currently, I'm on 10.0.1. So there's that. But I have auto updates on. And you could, I mean, there's a lot more options here, but basically your apps are here. And if you don't want your app to show up at a certain place, you could say, let's say I don't want Bank of America to show up. I could just click that and it won't show up when I go to the apps right here. So there's that as well. So at the end of the day, is it worth getting this thing? Well, it's up to you. The most important aspect of this, of which hopefully no one ever needs to use, is the fact that you could call for help. So SOS, that's a lifesaver. So that itself, like if you're going hiking in the middle of nowhere, this is an extremely important feature. However, if you're just, walking outside, just normal stuff, I personally kind of use this more as an advanced Fitbit. So it can track my stuff. I can, and the advanced section of it is really I can send messages, make calls, even without having its own cell phone plan. You could make calls from this because they'll just go through your phone. But individually, you can also sign up for an individual cell plan where you won't even need your phone for that, but that's a monthly cost. And finally, Siri can now run locally on the new S9 chip, so you don't need an internet connection to do some of the stuff that Siri can do. For example, set a timer for 5 minutes. So that was incredibly fast because it doesn't need to go to the internet to do that. However, if you are requesting information, it will go to the internet and get it. For example, what's the tallest mountain in the world?
I found an article about that on Wikipedia.
So the request will work. However, it won't go and get this information unless it's connected to the internet. So if your internet is slow, this will take some time. However, the request will be fast. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.